Hello everyone, and welcome to Not Funny, the podcast where we're not serious, our jokes just suck. Here with me is Bob, or as he is pretentiously
Bobby.
like to known, NBP Scientist Gamer. Bob.
Yeah, or Bobby. That's my, you know, my name. My name is actually pretty hard to pronounce for like people who don't live here. So yeah.
Yes, we have Bulgarian names. Mine is Peter because that's
A standard name.
yeah, it's a very common name, and I hate myself. But what are we gonna talk to on this podcast? Well, basically, we're gonna talk about fun stuff, racist stuff,
Weird
news
stuff.
sometimes,
Yeah.
funny stuff, spaghetti, and other things. And we're gonna start off with a story that happened today, actually. So, Bobby, would you like to tell the story?
Which one? Like,
The,
I'm gonna start
the
with.
Subway spaghetti.
No. Before that, I didn't tell you what happened in the bus. Like,
Alright.
I was listening to music.
Yeah,
You
so
know?
just let me
No?
give the backstory. So we and Bobby haven't met over the summer, and we decided to go out and see what we've been doing over the summer, and meet up like good old buddies. So
Yeah.
Bobby had to travel basically all of the city, and I just had to walk 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a testament to how lazy I am. Please continue.
So yeah, like I said, I was listening to music, and suddenly the bus stopped like in the middle of nowhere, and I was like, well, what the fuck? And like all the people that were on the bus just ran away
Ran,
from
you
the
mean.
bus. I mean, I have no idea why they did that, but I was pretty confused. So
Did you make sure they didn't run away from you though?
no.
Yeah, that's
So
important.
I continued on listening to music and sitting down. Then, like 5 minutes later, I stuck my head out of the bus. And then I turned my music off, and I heard that the driver was telling me consistently that this is the last station.
Oh, that's some real life spaghettios right there.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was pretty awkward. And then
Yeah.
I got lost.
yeah, basically you got lost on the smallest end station in the city, which
Yeah.
is quite an achievement, I must say.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
And I
so
feel
the
proud.
Other,
Well, I could see the tall blues like glass towers from where I was standing, but I had no idea how should I get there. So
yeah,
yeah,
well, basically you just walk. That's one way of getting there. Most people do it. It's a pretty hipsterish way to get places, but it's effective. So the other story was that when we reached the mall, for those of you who are wondering, it's Bulgaria Mall. It's not a place you're gonna be familiar with unless you live in the exact country, in the exact city. So that probably doesn't matter. But what matters is, so we went to this Subway parlor, right? And
Mhm.
in Subway how you make your own sandwich basically, and they offer you different bread, like bread with mozzarella, and bread with cheese, dark bread, a normal bread, bread, and so on and so forth. And Bobby basically went up to there and was like autistic as fuck, basically. And
they asked me what
yeah,
bread
they
I would
asked
like.
him what kind of bread you want, and like they wanted to see like black bread or bread with
Yeah.
mozzarella or bread with cheese and so on. And he just stared at the cashier and was like, "Large, please." Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy. This was like full on spaghettios.
Oh yeah. Continue on with your part of the story, please.
What part of the story?
Well, you know,
I'm
What?
not. I'm not.
You couldn't remember the names
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
of the ingredients.
Basically, I hadn't had human contact for the past 2 months because it's summer. I mean, who the hell goes out of their way to speak with humans when it's summer? You just stay home and just jack off and play video games. That's basically what you're gonna do when it's
Yeah, and then drink and
so
get high and
basically,
stuff.
I'd forgotten what things are called. So I stared at the fucking pickles like 5 minutes, and the guy was like, "What do you want?" And I was like, thinking in my mind, "Fuck, what the fuck were these things called? Like cucumbers, but sour and pickles." And I just looked out of it and him said, "Pickles, please." And then anything else, and I was like, okay, okay, olives, yeah. So I looked at these shit black little thingies. What the fuck are they called? And in my mind, I was like, no, it's not tomatoes, you retard. Come on, black pepper. No, god damn it, you stupid son of a bitch. Uh, and I just look at him and olives, and
Yeah.
he just gave me that look like, yeah, okay, fine. And I just realized then at that very moment that I'm pretty fucking autistic. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you like thought the salad was
Yeah, I
cabbage
thought
and
the
stuff.
iceberg salad was cabbage, which is, frankly, it's the realistic, it's the most realistic mistake you could have made because they both.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, it's
yeah,
pretty autistic though. It is. Yeah.
yeah,
So okay, this is the part of the story where this is the part of a podcast where we talk about serious stuff.
uh,
Even though we don't want to. So let's talk about something very serious that is shaking up the country right now, and that is Fallout 4. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay, Fallout 4.
For those of you who don't know, Fallout 4 is fucking amazing, or at least is going to be. And some of you might not know this because I haven't uploaded many Fallout videos on my channel. But Fallout New Vegas is probably, if not my favorite, one of my favorite games of all time. It's certainly my favorite RPG of all time. And I have played that game numerous times. I literally memorized all of the locations in that game, and
Really?
I love that game to bits. Like, if that game was a person, I'd fuck it every day of my life. So, so Bobby's not very familiar with the Fallout franchise, even though
Oh yeah, I haven't played like a
yeah.
lot
Uh,
or anything.
but the thing I want to talk about right now is how how negative and positive things of Fallout 4. So basically, what I don't like about Fallout 4, right now at least, we haven't seen the full game, but what I don't like is flying, and this might come as a surprise to most of you, but I really dislike flying in Fallout. Why? Because it's a grim world. It's a post-apocalyptic wasteland. If you can fly anywhere, it doesn't give you any sense of danger. Like, uh, for example,
It ruins the ambiance.
yeah, exactly. You can fly with your power armor in Fallout 4, which is really stupid unless they do this. Unless the power armor is really hard to get. Because if they make it really hard to get, I'm okay with flying, like short distances. That's okay, because, in Fallout New Vegas, for example, you could get power armor, but one, it's really heavy, and two, you need training for it. So if you don't have power armor training, which is only available from two locations, I believe. Yeah, there are only two locations where you can get power armor training, or three. I'm not really sure, but like one's from the Brotherhood of Steel, the other's from the Enclave Remnants, and I think you could get a favor from the king or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I might be wrong on that one. I might be just totally calling bullshit right now. But what I mean by that is people don't need to be God in this game because a lot of games are too easy or don't give enough ambience. For example, Dead Space 3, it's not a survival game, it's a combat game. Um, like Call of Duty, you're not fighting against the odds, you're a super soldier who's fighting against barely armed people. So I really think games should take the Dark Souls route, not in terms like being ridiculously hard, but in terms like being very vulnerable and actually giving a shit whether you die or not. Because
Yeah. Being equal with your
yeah,
opponents.
exactly. Because most games, I look, a lot of people are complaining games are too easy, and I'm not agreeing with that because you might be a hardcore like a video game player or really professional player, and everything might be easy for you. And in which case, yes, you do need challenge. I agree, but lots of games are
Yeah.
already very hard, and making them harder isn't gonna solve the problem. However, I agree, games should be more hard than easy because I can tell you some games that are not hard but difficult. I mean, yeah, you could say it's hard. It's difficult but very rewarding. For example, the original Half-Life or Half-Life 2 are fairly difficult games. For example, the some levels on I think it was We've Got Hostiles on the chapter We've Got Hostiles on the original Half-Life are fairly difficult. However, they're very fun to complete. And you sort of they're simple but hard. You don't need something to be complicated for it to be hard. And you don't
Yeah.
need something to be uh simple for it to be dumb, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So enough with my rant. Bobby, do you have anything you want to talk about? Because I've been taking a large part of it.
Anything serious?
No,
I
basically
mean,
gaming related news or things like.
gaming related news. Like our we are making a map in Minecraft, or we should say like a game inside of
Yeah, sort of
Minecraft.
making.
We're using Minecraft as a platform
Yeah,
basically.
we're basically making like a big adventure map, sort of, with. We're gonna add mods or something like that. I'm gonna.
A lot of mods,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think I'm gonna upload a web page or on it soon or something like that. At least so people can get a
yeah,
reference. We should probably get some screenshots. Okay, so basically what we're doing is Bob has technical skills and far more understanding of how the game actually works than me. I am the architect for the buildings and basically am very replaceable. However, Bob actually takes the shit that I build and have no idea
yeah.
how to transfer it to the real.
Yeah, I basically copy it and paste it and change the
Yeah,
terrain
and
and
things,
stuff
and
like
he's
that.
like, he's basically my boss on the project. Like, tells me what to build, and yeah, we're working together. We hope it's
Oh,
a fun thing, but it's gonna take some time.
yeah, like a lot. And actually, we are not the only ones who are working on this project. There are other guys like
Yeah,
Portal Guy
we'll be inviting
1000.
them later onto the project. For right now,
Yeah.
we're the only ones who are actually currently
No,
working.
Portal is currently working on it. He's making like a couple of dungeons. I told him to make. Like he's really
No,
good.
knowing him,
He
he's
was
probably making sex dungeons, so I'm not surprised.
dude. His dungeons are like torture.
Exactly, sex
They're
dungeons.
so fucking hard. Yeah, they're so fucking hard that
So
like
fucking hard. Bob, 2015.
yeah.
Put that in
Uh,
quotation marks on the top of the web page.
okay. So yeah, that's basically it. Um, yeah, that was for this segment, I guess. Now
Uh,
the uh, we're going to continue with the story segment. I wanna like tell you one dream of mine, like
oh boy.
yesterday. it's pretty retarded. Like
We should probably stop using the word retarded, though. We're triggering Tumblr feminists. I think they'll find that very offensive.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm, I'm triggered. So
Triggering intensifies. Yeah, continue.
I was like walking down a street, and I saw Rado, one of our mutual friends.
Yeah.
Um, and then I walked into a pizzeria, like a, I don't remember
Is
what
that the
was
shit
it called.
dream?
Yeah, that's a shit
yeah.
dream. So I walked in, and I saw Peter, and we sat on a table, and we ordered pizza, and we started eating pizza, and he said, "Wow, dude, they they make this pizza really good. Every time I'm here, it's really
Yeah.
good." And then I was like, "But I don't usually order pizza in pizzerias," and he got really angry and started throwing
It's,
shit at me.
the correct term
basically.
is flinging shit.
Yeah, he started flinging shit at me, like from
That's
nowhere.
the politically correct term of
Yeah,
how would you describe it? Of ejecting feces at a high velocity at a target. You might say
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
so like he was screaming and throwing his, like flinging his shit at me, and then I just woke up. Like,
Yeah.
what
So
the fuck?
so basically if you haven't noticed right now, we're both taking high doses of crack cocaine every day, and LSD only on weekends though. Yeah, like only on weekends. And once a month we might like share a needle of heroin, right? Yeah, we might. We
yeah,
might.
he's not serious.
No, no, I'm
Um,
totally serious. Like,
Yeah, totally.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Why do you think our
Absolutely,
voices
yeah.
are like so annoying? We're basically we basically fed up with seeing demons from the underworld in our sleep, so that's why we're making these stupid things, because the demons require us to make stupid things for some elaborate reason. Yeah, so basically,
Yeah.
for those who are haven't catched up yet, this is why we
Catched.
call the podcast Not Funny, because these are lame jokes. If you like lame jokes, good for you. Thanks for the views. But if you don't, well, this is basically the podcast.
If you don't like it, just GTFO. Like,
Don't be rude to people. Like,
Yeah.
come on. At least they're giving us views. I mean,
yeah, at least that.
if you're hearing us, you're viewing us. So basically, thanks for the views. We're sure you're viewing this because otherwise you couldn't hear it. Yeah, that's basic logic. But anyways, I want to tell you. I want to tell a story now. So
Good.
recently I
Go
was
on.
in Germany, and basically I went to the beach. It's not a beach, it's like a community pool, but since it's Germany, it's like a very, very clean and nice community pool. So I went there with my grandma and my uncle. Yeah, I know that's a really
Yeah, on a date with them.
obviously.
Yeah.
Because you know, you can't go on you can't be 15 years old and go on Germany on your own. And like I was with my family, and it was like a big family trip to Germany and so on and so forth. So yeah, and basically,
Yeah.
so there's this like how do I say it, like field next to the beaches, next to the swimming pools. They were big swimming pools, by the way. So there was this little
Oh, good.
field, like I want to say like a small house, like that large, and you could lay your towel and like sunbathe and shit, and not literally sunbathe and shit at the same time. I meant shit as you could do other things on your towel.
Yeah.
I don't know, just jack off in public, or urinate. You could do whatever you want. I mean, I don't think there's a public law against jacking off in public in Germany, but then again, I couldn't be.
I
I
guess
haven't.
there is.
Yeah. So basically, I laid there, and what I noticed, I kind of looked around. 80% of the people had yellow hair, had blonde hair, and
Yellow here? What the
and so
fuck?
I felt like comedian of the Aryan Brotherhood. And one part of me was like, shit, and the other part of me is like, well, at least I'm not
Piss.
Jewish. So yeah, that's my story for the segment, at least.
Yeah, yeah, that's it for this
Yeah.
segment. Um,
So then again, this is the first episode, so if you have any suggestions, you can leave them in the comments. We're not really
yeah.
don't really expect the first episode to be the best episode because we're setting things
Yeah,
up
it's
and the recording is not perfect and so
yeah,
yeah.
and we don't expect a lot of people to see the first episode right now, but eventually,
Basically.
yeah.
So let's talk about another game. So recently,
Oh, sorry, we're back at this segment. Good.
yeah. So recently, I want to talk about another game. This one isn't coming out, but what the fuck? Sorry, just a mosquito just flew by my screen. So have you heard of Lego Star Wars: The Complete? Yeah, it's
No,
basically the Lego games have
I don't
Yeah,
play
so this
Lego
is kind of a
games
story on
a
its
lot.
own. Fucking get out of here, mosquito. A mosquito just tried to bite off my dick. Um, a lot of people think the Lego series of video games are joke series and are comic and are not very good, very very good designed games. I don't think that's grammatically correct, but I'm just gonna roll with it. So a lot of people don't think the Lego games are designed very well. In When I was a little kid, like let's say 10 to 11 years old, uh, I fucking loved that shit. Like, there was this time where I think I was 11 at the time. I owned every single Lego game there was, and so that's about when Lego Indiana Jones 2 came out. After that, the games got pretty shitty. So Pirates of the Caribbean, Lego Star Wars 3, and so on and so forth. So those were the first shitty
Yeah.
games. And after that, the series just went to hell. So if you're playing some of the new Lego games, yeah, I can understand why you don't like them. I haven't tried Lego Lord of the Rings. I think that one did it right, but it's fairly changed from the mode that the old Lego games were. The old Lego games were much more simple, which some people actually might find out worse. And I agree. I see how you can think that's worse, but they were very well
Yeah.
designed games. And for example, I remember.
Well, I haven't played any
Yeah,
Lego games,
so
so yeah, I don't know.
basically, I own Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, Lego Star Wars 1, and Lego Star Wars 2. And basically, the Complete Saga is Lego Star Wars 1 and Lego Star Wars 2, both games in one game with some bonus stages, and Easter eggs, and that sort of stuff. And yeah, I was thinking, since it's a co-op game, we could both make a let's play on it. It's
Maybe
a very good,
I.
very well designed game, and it takes place through all of Star Wars, and it's Lego, and it's very well designed.
Well, it sounds good.
Yeah, you should look
I
up
think.
some gameplay on the game. It's surprisingly well designed. Other people will be very surprised. Like, I expected some shitty cash grab, but it's not. I mean, I haven't played it for like 3 years, so maybe it's nostalgia, but I'm pretty sure most people will enjoy the games. They're pretty fun. If you enjoy Star Wars, they
Yeah.
actually make the prequels good, and if you enjoy Lego games, you'll enjoy these ones as well.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's my kind of little rant on the stuff. So if you want to close it off with something, Bobby.
Um. Well. I think I'm going to tell
Yeah,
another
let's.
story that happened today, about the little shits, who
Oh
you
yeah,
remember
yeah,
that little kid?
yeah. We
Yeah,
can
yeah,
both
yeah.
like I can tell some parts if you want.
Well, which
The
story
ones that
actually?
we were basically like eating Subway at the mall,
Oh yeah, those one.
and
Yeah,
there this little like two kids came up. One was like this little like average little kid, and
the other
fucking
one,
holy crap.
it looked like a neck
Yeah, no,
beard.
no, no. He had
In the
like I want to say like 9 or 10 years. He was like 9 or 10 years. He looked sort of like a
yeah,
10-year-old. He had
yeah,
fucking long hair, like the really long hippie hair. He had that exact
yeah,
hair, and he had one of those like obey hats on, but backwards.
yeah. And it wasn't. He had a fucking ponytail,
Yeah, it's fucking weird, man. Like,
but it was like a half ponytail, like
yeah, yeah,
not a
yeah,
normal
exactly.
one.
Like, not a girly ponytail, like a hippie ponytail,
Yeah, it was
like
like what the
Pedophilus Maximus. Yeah.
oh, that's an inside joke.
Basically,
Yeah,
we created a human abomination. I don't think he's human actually. Co-
you can like post a screenshot here.
I'll
Yeah, you
link,
can see
I'll
him.
link it in the description.
He's
Yeah,
fucked up.
basically,
Basically,
it's what you get if you crossed Satan with Paul Pot and
and the amazing
and
atheist and John Cena.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And an alien and
Yeah,
an
and
elf,
a
I
ginger
guess.
because he has freckles.
Oh yeah,
And his
he has
lips look
freckles.
like
He
oh, shit.
he's like morbidly obese, and at the same time
A
he has
six-pack.
like no, he
Yeah,
has an eight
basically
pack
he's
and ripped hands and legs and fat on
yeah,
them
it's
but they're still ripped, and he looks just
yeah,
ridiculous.
agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically the first episode of the podcast. So this one,
We hope you liked it.
yeah, this one wasn't that long because we're just trying to edit this really quickly because I'm leaving tomorrow for summer camp, at least what's left of summer camp, and
Yeah.
yeah, like I want to edit this in one day and post it and shit like that. So yeah, so thank you all
Yeah.
for watching, and Bobby, will you
Yeah,
say the
thanks.
prayer?
What prayer?
チンガレ好きなんだよ。
Oh god. Yeah, thank you for watching. Leave something in the comments, suggestions, and subscribe for more if you liked it. And yeah, see you next time, like next week. Yeah, bye.
Also visit my channel.